And welcome to the season premiere of Hitting the Headlines with me, the headline maker, Kirk Cooper. And on this run-up to the Royal Rumble special, I am joined by one of the icons, one of the legends of the Northern Irish wrestling scene, the one, the only, Luther Valentine. How are you, fella?
I am fantastic. Great to see you, Chris. I've probably the first time in a long time in my life I've ever been described as an icon. So, to be honest, I've never been better now. This is great.
It's a strange time, you know, like we're so used to, you know, being at training or being at shows and stuff. And even through last year, when I was doing the podcast and stuff and talking to everybody, you know, we were excited to be getting back in the ring, and we were for like 3 weeks or something, and then we've had nothing since. How's that been for you?
Tough. Like, I mean, initially, I actually found myself embracing it a bit. It was nice to get a break away. You know, been doing it for a long time. Do you know what I mean? And it was just sort of nice to get away. And now I've just got this itch to just get back to training, just hit ropes, you know, just silly things. Those are the type of things that I just really want to get back to doing. And just, you know, the people, the human interaction, you know, that I think that's what I miss the most. Just the crack, the stories.
Would this be the longest layoff you've had, like since you started wrestling? Would this be the longest you've been without having a match or been involved in shows?
Yeah, 100%. I've sort of been relatively lucky with injuries and things. That, you know, the sort of the longest that I've ever really went was about 3-4 months. And sure, the Northern Irish scene, you know, whilst it's great, you know, you're not doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely the longest I've been away from it completely. And Christ, I'm itching to get back.
I think we all are. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to like get the podcast back up and running, just to see how everybody within Titanic Wrestling's doing, everyone within the Northern Irish scene, as well as, you know, try to get a bit of the competition back, which we're going to do later on with the promo rumble, where you're going to be entrant number 1 in that once we get into it as well. Yep, first in. To be honest, I think that puts you in a very good place for it, by the way that it's set up. But we'll see how it unfolds. We've had a few of the big hitters have pulled out on us as well. JDP may not be able to make it now. He was coming on specifically to rip into Rocky Star, who has also pulled out as well. So, you know,
I was number 1, didn't they? That's what it is.
I think that's what it is. It put the frighteners up them. But yeah, it's good to see you, man. I mean, you said that you're itching to get back in the ring. How have you been scratching that wrestling itch over this time? Have you been keeping up with everything that's been going on, and, you know, whether it's been WWE, AEW, whatever?
Initially, not so much. I mean, I always keep up to date. I always like to know sort of what's going on. But now we're sort of getting into that season, that Royal Rumble season.
Yeah.
You know, you see articles here and there about it, and it starts to get you going again. You know what time it is. You know, you're going to see the big boys. You're going to start to see storylines that really, you know, get you going. So I'm sort of back relatively well in terms of what's going. We've been watching a bit of WWE and following AEW, NXT UK. So I have a fair idea what's going on. You know, I'm enjoying it again.
Cool. I've been finding, every January I tend to go back and watch a lot of the old Rumbles, go back and refresh myself. But the thing that I've been kind of getting into more and more is the documentaries that have been out as well, you know, like all the Untolds on the WWE network. But I think the best one I've seen so far, that I watched last week after seeing Justy tweeting about it, was You Cannot Kill David Arquette. Have you seen it? Or get down to seeing it yet?
You know what? I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
It's like, even if you're a non-wrestling fan, like I watched most of it with my missus, and she couldn't give a a fuck about wrestling at all. And even she was kind of like, this is pretty serious, because it starts off, he's just Dave Arquette. He's a guy that wasted his Hollywood career. That's kind of how he's set up. Then it delves into, I'm winning the WCW championship. And then he kind of gets this bee in his bonnet about because folk hate him for it, like folk in the wrestling community hate him for it. They decided they wanted to kind of, pay his dues 20 years later kind of thing. And it's really, really, there's really dark moments in it. But it's well worth a watch. It's well worth a watch. And it kind of, I don't know if it's, again, relating to it because he's an older guy getting into it at his age properly now. It's like, I don't know if it's an inspirational tale or a cautionary tale for me, what he puts himself through mentally and physically and whatnot with it. So it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, to be honest, I never really understood a lot of the hate that David Arquette took. Guy was clearly a huge fan. He didn't decide to be the WCW champion. He didn't book it. That was a business decision. So
the thing is, if you're a big wrestling fan and somebody comes to you, we're going to make you the champion, you're not going to say no.
No, I mean? Who's going to say no? You're not going to turn around and say, do you know what? I don't think in the long term this is a great business decision for you guys. Fuck no.
But no, I'll definitely seek it out if you can there. Now, you mentioned there as well that they've been keeping up with all the stuff in the lead up to the Rumble. It's that time of year where you start to get excited. What are you most looking forward to about this year's Royal Rumble?
The unknown. I mean, so if I'm honest, like I think we can all agree, not having fans there, sort of, it isn't what we want. We want to see full stadiums. We want to see full arenas. One of the things I love more than anything in terms, like you say, documentaries and shows, I love going onto YouTube and just watching greatest pops. Edge returning that pop last year.
Oh yeah, amazing.
I love that because me as a wrestler, I crave that reaction. I crave Edge returning. He's put years, nearly decades of work in, and that's people showing their love for him being back in that ring. But on the other side of it, not having fans means I'm thinking there's a real unknown. Usually every year in the Royal Rumble, you have a rough idea. You do. You always have a rough idea of what's going to happen. There's a few little bits and bobs, but when it comes down to the last sort of 4, 5, 6 people or who's going to win, you're always reading about what they're going to do with the main event, so you have an idea. This year, honestly, no idea, none. I have a few ideas, but not like they could throw a curveball because they can. They really can.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think even with WrestleMania last year being in front of nobody, they did really well to stop spoilers leaking out, and nobody really knew what was going to be happening. And Royal Rumble season, you do always get, this guy's coming back, this girl's coming back, that kind of thing. But they've got so much that they could do with it because they're not in front of a proper audience. I mean, even if you look at what they're doing with the Alexa Bliss stuff just now, where they're clearly not doing all of that live. There's so much tomfoolery that they could have with however the Rumble's going to end or whatever. You're right, it is the unknown. That's kind of one of the selling points for it this year, I suppose.
Completely. And they can try things. They can try, completely things that they'd never be able to try. And that's something they've been very good with. I think, they've been doing, like you say, like the Alexa Bliss stuff. Some people love it, some people won't. But what you don't have is, 80,000 people shitting on it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what you don't then get is 80,000 people showing their love and support. I mean, you're probably not going to get that Kofi Kingston effect. Years back, in that regard. So, there's wins and losses with the way it is at the minute. But I'm 100% sure it's going to be something to watch, and I'll definitely be paying attention. All right.
Now, you said just when we started talking about the Rumble there that it's the fan reaction, that's what you crave, and that's what you miss from performing as well. I'm sure over your wrestling career, you'll have been involved in a lot of like battle royals and multi-man matches as well.
One of you?
Well, I think I'm 1-1 for the battle royals. I'm 1-1. The night you lost your PWU championship, I won my first battle royal.
That's right. Was that the last show?
It was the last PWU show, yeah.
Oh,
that was it.
Took that belt off me, and that's what killed it.
That's exactly what it is.
Marty Joe screwed me.
But what I was going to ask you there was, does your experience of being in battle royals and whatnot, does that change how you look at the actual match itself when you watch it, like about the mechanics of it and how it all gets put together?
I mean, I suppose it does. You know, like I've been in quite a few of them. I've been sort of tasked the responsibility on occasion of, you know, almost you say producing, but being in charge of how it runs, and you sort of get an understanding of why things happen the way they do. You know, there are guys there that are there to get noticed. There are guys that don't want to say make up numbers there, but ultimately the match is about as many people as possible getting over and getting themselves into a better position. So winning isn't necessarily the most important thing when it comes to these types of matches, because it really can give you a showcase to do something in the ring. But when you're watching it, you know, and you're watching it through a wrestler's eyes, it is different from watching through a fan's eyes. At the minute, I'm actually really enjoying watching through the eyes of a fan. I'm not over critiquing or over judging who am I to critique these guys, obviously. But yeah, I'm just enjoying it the way for what it is, and I think once you get in that mindset, you really do start to enjoy it a bit more.
I suppose that's the kind of difference of where we both are in our wrestling careers. You know, although I've been, you know, training for 3 years, you know, I could count the number of matches I've had, you know, in my hand. Whereas you're that kind of you're well established in that. So I think I'm still watching a lot of wrestling, trying to pick stuff up, and even, you know, thinking back to that PWU battle royal that was in, like, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it at all. And I don't think half of the guys in it were ready for it. I mean, we only get told about it, you know, maybe an hour before the show as well. So it kind of, you know, you go back and you watch other Rumbles and you're like, oh, that's what I should have been doing there. I should have been taking more time to do this, do that. Yeah. So it's
but you say that like it's all relative to the person. I mean, that was the same for me when I started, but now at the same time where I am, you know, I'm still looking up. We're all still looking up. So none of us are anywhere near a finished article. So whilst you might be looking up towards the likes of myself, I'm still looking up as well. So I go through the same thing. I go through the same emotions and the same sort of mindset and thinking, regardless. So, and that's just the nature of it, you know. Unless your name's Ric Flair or The Undertaker, you're looking up all the time. You're always trying to get better. You're always trying to prove yourself. You know, so that's just what it is.
Well, that's it. That's a nice wee segue into the first sponsored part of the show. We've actually got a sponsor this week. You're talking about, you know, established guys and trainees and whatnot. And as a trainee, and you'll know this as well yourself, Luther, that, you know, showing exactly what you can do as a trainee is paramount. So whether you're locking up, sleeping and leaping, hip tossing or doing a bit of chain, there's one thing that trainee wrestlers love, and that's recording themselves doing the basics for their double-digit social media followers. And right now at Kelly's Motorola Emporium, we've got just the devices to capture that botched DDT that you think looks the bollocks in all its grainy, low-quality, 12-megapixel glory. We've got Sony Ericsson K900s, Samsung D600s, and of course the iconic Moto Razr with a free 512 megabits SD card with every purchase. Let dozens of people see your knee-high drop kicks today thanks to Kelly's Motorola Emporium. Valley somewhere, it's a channel.
Sorry, I'm on the phone here, my friend. I am phoning Vince McMahon because that was one of the best promos I've ever seen.
Well, hey,
you just sold it to me. Beautiful.
Good stuff. No worries. Now, before we get on to the promo Rumble, we were talking there about, you know, the build up to this year's Rumble. You've been keeping on top of everything there. Who is your pick to win either the men's or the women's or both this year?
Right. I've been thinking about this all day, and it's a horrible struggle. But I've landed on two. Women's Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Bayley.
Good choice. She's had a solid enough 2020. You know,
yeah, I think part of me just thinks without the crowds, I think they're just gonna stick with they're just gonna go with what they know. I thought about Charlotte for a while, and then I thought, no, I'm going with Bayley. She's on fire. She's hot. She knows she's at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they'll look at past that, but my shout is Bayley. Men's Rumble is a lottery, so I'm gonna go curveball. I'm gonna go AJ Styles.
AJ, that would be a good one.
I don't know why. I'm hearing Brian is a possibility, and then there's other guys. Lesnar's one that I just think you can never really rule out. I mean, he could just land back. I'd love to see Lesnar, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania with Paul Heyman and Reigns' corner this time around.
It'd be a good dynamic.
That's a real interesting match.
Plus, as well, you've got Brock coming back to the Rumble, just wanting to chuck everybody out after what he did last year as well. So
you've so much, and I mean, I actually only realized this morning, when I was watching a couple of Rumble videos, like Brock Lesnar's been doing this for near 20 years.
Aye, and he was still pretty green when he won his first one as well. He'd been only 10 months or something like that.
Like, do you know, Undertaker had about a 30-year career or so. I mean, Lesnar's been around for near 20 years. And like he is still, as to me, I think he's as good as ever. He's great to watch. So I'm like, God, I think he's hugely like underappreciated. I love Lesnar. I could watch Lesnar all day. So he's my wild card, but I'll go AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, good stuff. Well, we'll take a wee break here, and we'll be back in just a second with the promo Rumble. Hello and welcome back to Hitting the Headlines here with the first ever promo Rumble. Now, as everybody joins the group, I'm just going to quickly go through the rules on here. They're not too difficult to follow, hopefully, for everyone. So, each member of the Titanic Wrestling roster is going to enter at intervals just like in a proper Royal Rumble. Entrants 1 and 2 are going to have a wee bit of chit-chat before we bring in entrant number 3. When number 3 comes in, they can choose to cut a 20-second promo on any of the other entrants in the room or answer 3 Royal Rumble-related questions. If the promo is good, you get to stay in and the person you cut the promo on gets kicked out. Or if it's rubbish, you get kicked out. The decision will be made by vote of everyone else in the room at the time. If instead you pick the 3 questions, if you get 1 correct out of the 3, you get eliminated. If you get 2 correct, you get to stay in. And if you got all 3 correct, you get to pick someone to chuck out. Entrants will continue to come in after each promo or set of questions until all the entrants have entered. Once everybody's in, whoever's left will answer a tie-break question to leave just 2 in the Rumble. And those final 2 will cut promos in each other, and I will decide who wins. So that's the rules. So entrant number 1, as we discussed before, is yourself, Luther Valentine. And you can pick a number between 1, 2, 3, and 4 to see who your first opponent is going to be.
1.
Number 1. Entrant number 2 coming into the chat as soon as he clicks accept to join. Here we have Enzo DeSanto. Enzo, how are you, fella?
I'm all good. How are you, Kirk?
Not too bad at all. Now, you are entrant number 2 in the first ever promo rumble here.
Okay.
How does it feel to be involved in something so prestigious?
It feels amazing. You know, I'm going to win this thing from number 2. I'm going to eliminate everyone. Because I'm the Italian millionaire Enzo DeSanto.
The Italian millionaire Enzo DeSanto. Luther Valentine, do you have anything to say in response to the hubris of young Enzo?
Oh, Christ, I don't even know what to say. The Italian millionaire fella hasn't 2p to rub together, and he wouldn't know Italy if it hit him in the face. But sure, we'll see what happens.
No worries. Now the two of you are in danger from entrant number 3, who is coming in now, and that entrant is. You want to do a countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Christ.
And entrant number 3 is... It's Amira Blair. Amira, how are you?
Well, what is happening?
You are entrant number 3 in tonight's promo rumble, and you are in the ring at the moment with number 1, Luther Valentine, and entrant number 2, Enzo DeSanto. So you have the choice. You have the choice, Amira. You can either cut a promo on either of these guys, and if your promo's any good, that person will get kicked out, or you can choose 3 Royal Rumble related questions. What is your pick?
I need to do 3 Royal Rumble related questions because I can't do it on Luther Valentine because I can't insult his hairline anymore. And I love Enzo to pieces, and I can't. No, hello, Luther. Love the look.
I wish you could say the same for yourself. How you plan on winning any sort of online Royal Rumble without even being able to work a computer is beyond me. But sure, good luck with that.
So, Amira, here we go. Here are your 3 questions. If you get 1 right out of the 3, you get kicked out. If you get 2 right, you stay in. If you get 3 correct, you get to chuck either Luther or Enzo out. So, are you ready for your first question?
No, let's go.
Who won the first ever Royal Rumble?
Wait.
Get off your phone.
Jim Duggan.
Correct.
She's completely. The fact that she said Jim Duggan. She's checking these answers.
How many men?
Cheating.
How many
Who's
men?
Jim Duggan? Is that Jim Duggan from down the street?
Jim Duggan.
Is that your next door neighbour, Jim Duggan? No way.
No one said
right.
No one said nothing about me checking up anything. So shut it. I'm gonna win. Leave me alone, Luther.
Okay. Well, you've got 2 more questions to stay in. How many men competed in the first ever Royal Rumble?
I'm gonna say 14.
Oh, 20. Unlucky. Unlucky. Only 6 out. Now, this is for you to stay in. What year did the first Royal Rumble take place in?
Hang on.
What do you mean, hang on?
I'm heel. I will resort to underline tactics, and that's enough time for me to say 1988.
She's got it right. She does have it right. So you have survived. Right, next person in. We have... Do your countdown again. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1,
15,
1. Go.
49.
Right, come on. It's Sticky! Sticky, mate. How are you, fella?
Your hair is gorgeous. I fancy you.
He's still connecting to audio here.
I know.
This is one of those like really slow walk-ups like the Miz or somebody would do before they goes and sits at commentary, before they actually goes into the Rumble. Can you hear us there, Sticky? Are you now?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have the audio on.
Sticky, you are entrant number 4 in the promo Rumble. Now you can cut a promo on one of the 3 that you see in front of you, or you can choose 3 Royal Rumble related questions. What is your poison?
I'll go questions because I'm an awful at promos.
Chicken shit.
So,
Who's number 3? You, Luther?
no, Luther was number 1, Enzo DeSanto number 2, and Amira Blair.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
See the part if someone picks a promo, does the person get the promo back against them? No.
No. We just get to decide if it's good or not. That's pretty much it.
Oh.
So,
Who
Sticky,
decides? You?
we all decide as a group, apart from the person that was getting
Perfect.
on them. So, Sticky, your first question. Name Kurt Angle's mystery opponent at Royal Rumble 2000.
Taz.
Stay in there. In what year did WWE do a 40-man Rumble?
Was that 2011?
It was. Oh, Sticky's staying in. And who was the shocking number 30 entrant in the 2008 Royal Rumble?
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena. Sticky, you've got 3 right. That means you can chuck somebody out. Who is going to be the first person eliminated from the Rumble?
Just like the normal Rumbles that we did in training, I'm going to pick Enzo.
Oh!
This is not fair. I could eliminate everyone.
Jeez.
Enzo, you're fucking out.
Oh, come on.
No, Enzo, bye, Enzo, love you.
Oh, no, it's telling. I don't like report, you know. I didn't realise Zoom tells you that you can report people when you kick them off a chat.
Just for being bastards.
Right, let's get the next one in here. Countdown on 5, 4,
4, 7, 9,
2,
12,
1.
46.
Who we got coming in next? It is Eli Fox. Eli Fox, the Huntsman. How are you, fella?
Hello, Eli.
Audio lag is not the friend. Are you all right, Eli?
Who has the radio on?
You could just pick up the TV in my living room. That's probably all it is.
Eli Fox, are you there? Is he?
It's hiding under the ring.
I think we need to bring someone else in.
He's gone full.
Gone Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Right, let's
Hornswoggle under the ring.
Let's bring someone else in just now until Shannon gets his stuff sorted.
It's a lovely plant you have there, Kira.
What's wrong?
Lovely plant.
Thank you. It's the non-controversy plant. As long as it's there, there's no controversy.
And Claire McGee, can you hear us, Claire? And there's Eli Fox back as well. This is going as well as it could be. Eli Fox, your mic is off. There's Claire. How are you doing, Claire McGee? Welcome to the Rumble.
Hi, how's it going?
All right, well, Eli came in first and had a bit of issues, so I'll go back to him. Eli, Enzo DeSanto is the only person to be eliminated so far. Would you like to give a promo on any of the 4 lovely faces you see in front of you, or answer some questions on the Royal Rumble?
Questions. Let's go for questions.
Eli?
I'm going promo.
Fox is going promo.
Eli,
No.
promo, and who have you cutting that promo on, Eli Fox?
Hey, who am I not going to get in the most trouble with?
No.
Luther.
Oh,
Yes.
so if this is a decent promo, instant number 1 Luther Valentine is out. So let him have it, Eli. Let him have it.
Hold on, I'm going first.
Aye.
I'm pulling the Shawn Michaels stunt.
Hang it.
Yeah.
Luther is.
You're gonna
Luther's trying to go coast to coast.
you're gonna put me in first with the Bane reject.
Oh,
Everybody putting on weight and putting on different skills during the lockdown, and the thing he loses is his hair. I'd say what he's lost is a set of balls, Luther. And I may not look intimidating through the camera, son.
You don't?
The long runs this Fox, and when this lockdown's over, I'm coming for the rest of you, son.
Oh.
Oof.
I enjoyed that.
Oof.
That was
Yep.
cutting.
That was ruthless.
That was
Long.
so up. I love it.
Now, what
Woo.
Sticky, Amira, and Claire need to do is they need to decide if that's enough to keep Eli in and kick Luther out.
I know I don't get a promo, but can I just say, long runs this Fox. Shame you couldn't run the ropes, son.
Oh,
Oof.
Okay.
Oh.
Shit.
so Amira, is Eli staying or is he going?
Luther just threw a gang sign, so that's changed everything to me. I want to see them both in, so that is the only reason I'm going to say no, because they're both two big characters. I think they'll be good on this stream for a longer period of time.
That's not how it works. Pick
Oh,
one.
It's brilliant promo. You absolutely killed it. I'm sitting here like, wow, that was brilliant. But I'm going to say no only because I want to keep you both in. So it was.
I don't know. Can you keep? One has to go, I think.
But at some point, he's going to have to go. So, Steaky, what's your decision on that?
I want him to fire back.
Well, I heard. Well, from the rules, I heard it was one or the other. So I'd say, Eli went full throttle there on.
Oh, I did.
Went for the throat on Luther, like, so. I'd say probably you'd have to keep Eli and throw out Luther if that was the case. So Luther's comeback was pretty sweet, like, as well.
That comeback saved it for me. That comeback saved it.
Yeah.
You all know that when this all opens up, I'm going to be taking training. You get this.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
Claire, the decision comes to you. Do we keep both,
Oh,
or do we
God.
get rid of Luther?
Hang on, though.
What?
This could be a little biased.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think she would be biased in the slightest.
No, thank you, Sticky. Yeah, that was really harsh. That I think Eli gets that one. Sorry, Luther.
Luther, thanks for being on the pod earlier on, but you have just been eliminated, mate. Cheerio.
No, I'm okay with that.
Bye.
Oh, so the early favourite is out. Let's see who is next up. In fact, Claire, we've not done your wee bit yet. Claire, would you like to cut a promo, or would you like to answer the Royal Rumble related questions?
I'll go for the questions.
You'll go for the questions. Okay, so if you get one out of the three right, you're out. Two keeps you in. Three means you get to chuck someone else out. All right?
Okay, let's go for it.
So, question number one. Name the first woman to ever compete in the men's Rumble match.
Oh, China?
Correct. Who won the Rumble match in 1992 to capture the vacant WWF World Heavyweight Championship?
Ric Flair.
You're staying in. And who holds the record for being eliminated from the Royal Rumble in the quickest time?
Santino Marella?
Three right. Well done,
Gosh.
Claire. You stay in, and you need to eject someone else from the Rumble.
Oh no!
So
Oh,
you were talking a few minutes ago about not showing favouritism at any point here. Let's see if you're going to put that to the test.
Oh no! Oh my God! This is so hard.
That's what she said.
That's what she
Yo.
said. Yo.
This is what we'll get.
Dankers. I don't know. I think I
Right.
might have to go with. Sorry, Amira.
Oh.
Sorry.
And Amira, any parting words?
No, I don't deserve it. I don't
I'm
deserve
sorry.
And Amira, Blair is gone, thanks to Claire McGee. Right, let's see who we've got
I
left.
feel so hard.
There's three competitors remaining. Let's bring in one of them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2, 1.
1.
1.
The next entrant is Sky James. Sky,
Yay!
how are you?
Woo!
Are you there, Sky?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you now. How are you?
Yep.
Good, are you?
Not bad. Welcome to the Rumble. We have just eliminated Amira Blair and Luther Valentine from the Rumble. So the three in front of you have survived so far. Now, would you like to cut a promo on either of these three, or would you like to answer three Rumble-related questions?
I'll go for the questions. I like to test my brain.
No worries. Like if you get one right, you're one of the three right, you're out. Two right, you stay. Three, you get to eliminate someone. So, question one: where was the greatest Royal Rumble held in 2018?
Saudi Arabia.
Boom. True or false? Vince McMahon is a Royal Rumble winner.
False.
Oh, it's true. So you're staying the competition on this final question here. How many times has the number 30 entrant gone on to win the Royal Rumble?
Oh. I'm just gonna guess 7.
Unfortunately, it's 3, and you are out as quick as you came in. Unlucky shot, Sky. We'll see you again.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Get out of there.
She didn't last very long, did she? Now we're down to our last 2.
Nope.
Down to our last 2 competitors for the evening by the look of it. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Rumble, Tommy Fierce.
Hello.
Lovely fella.
All good, how are you?
Not bad. Aye.
Hi.
It's been a good Rumble so far, Tommy. You've so far missed Luther Valentine getting papped out by Eli Fox, Amira Blair getting papped out by Claire McGee, and Sky James eliminating herself for knowing nothing about Royal Rumble.
Here, I eliminated Enzo as well.
Oh, and Sticky eliminated Enzo as well. So
people have been eliminated now.
So this is your chance to shine, Tommy. This is your chance to shine. Would you like to cut a promo on any of the 3 that are in here just now, or would you like to answer 3 Royal Rumble related questions?
3 Royal Rumble related questions.
Taking the easy option again there. So, number 1, what wrestler has won the most Royal Rumbles?
Shawn Michaels.
Incorrect. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who has been runner-up the most times in the Men's Royal Rumble?
Randy Orton.
Nope, it's Roman Reigns. And finally, your last question. Just over 5 hours, who has spent the most cumulative time in Royal Rumbles?
Shawn
I know
Michaels.
who this is.
Nope. Chris Jericho, you are over 3,
the champion.
Cheerio. You're out.
Final 4. Yeah.
Woohoo!
So we're on to the final.
Here, I'm the workhorse. I'm the workhorse of this Rumble at this
workhorse.
stage.
TK is, and the final entrant in this year's promo Rumble is going to be here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it Bobby Dazzler?
At some point when he does come in.
Coming in through the crowd.
Yeah,
But this is his entrance. This is him chucking the diamonds over himself, bending backwards, basking in it,
doing them
heavy
splits.
Lovato,
Them splits come out and everything.
Where is he? Where is he?
God, he loves to make an entrance, like, doesn't he?
It's the build, the anticipation.
Yeah, that's it.
So as we wait for the final entrant to come down, how psyched are you guys for the Royal Rumble this weekend?
Always excited for the Rumble. Always.
I can't wait to see who's in it. Or because they've been building it pretty well this year, I think.
It's just so much of an unknown about it as well at the moment. Like you can't call it.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying
I get more
this.
excited about it than the WrestleMania.
Yeah, Rumble's far better than Mania.
Yeah.
But here, I'm loving this AJ Styles. It's like the gatekeeper of the Rumble. It's good shit. Like
I like Oz. He's an intimidating.
Oh, he's
Big almost.
awesome.
He's
what, 8'3".
8'3".
He's not bad.
Makes Kelly look like
and it just looks like
Where are you, Bobby?
We're having to stall quite a bit here, aren't we?
yeah. Just keep filler. Everybody get in the corners and just lie there and we'll sell it until he comes out.
What's your favorite Rumble number?
2.
I don't know.
Number 2.
Because it is all about the numbers, as they tell us every year with the 10-minute long package at the start. It's all about the numbers.
Is it like balls? Is it like balls? They only just have the only important numbers is if you come out 1 or 2, or else you're going to last for ages. But nah. And this is number 30 spot where they give it everybody that wants to get booed at these stages if their favourite's not coming out.
I think I might make an editorial decision in the next minute whether or not to cut Bobby from this.
So
we're going top 3.
He's got attacked before he had actually come into the Rumble, and he can't make it.
He's the
Lana.
He's the Curtis Axel of the Rumble by the look of it here.
Is he going to be the Heath Slater one? Remember where Heath got just the shit kicked out of him by everybody and then came in and eliminated Sheamus?
Or like
Maven.
Lana coming out and then Becky
Oh,
Lynch
Maven's
taking
one.
over. Come
Right.
on.
If you can hear us, Bobby, you have got 15 seconds to get on before I'm kicking you out. In fact, will we all do a countdown? Will we all do a countdown
Yeah.
here? 10, 9,
9,
8,
8,
8,
7,
7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
We are so out of sync.
3,
3,
2,
2.
1. Disqualified from the Rumble.
Oh.
Valentine.
You should
Sorry,
send them a
Pip.
message and
So, we're down to the final 3. So, this one, we need to get these down to 2. We need to get these down to 2. So, Claire,
Bye, Eli.
Claire, I am going to give it to you. Give me a number between 1 and 20, please.
Jesus Christ, 1 and 20.
I know.
3 of us, like.
2.
2?
Yep.
Okie doke. So this is going to be your tiebreaker. How many people attended the 2002 Royal Rumble? Okay. So
What the hell?
whoever is furthest away from it will be eliminated to leave the final 2. So I'm going to come to you first, Steaky. How many people were at the 2002 Royal Rumble?
54,000.
54,000. Claire?
60,000.
60. Eli Fox?
33,000.
The attendance for the 2002 Royal Rumble, 16,106. So Claire McGee, you've fallen by the wayside on that one, I'm afraid, and you are out of here.
See ya.
Get out.
So it's down to Steaky and Eli Fox.
I
So,
didn't think that was a big rumble too. Well, I know 16,000
No.
still a brave amount, like, but yeah.
I know I'd have thought it would be more, but according to the quick Google that I did there, 16,106 was it. So you guys,
I really threw Claire off there, I think.
I think you did. I think you overshot just to be on the safe side. It was good tactic. Good tactic. That was the equivalent of Alberto Del Rio thinking he'd won it and Santino coming back in.
Yeah.
Something like that. So Eli Fox and Steaky, yous need to cut a promo on one another, and I will decide who the winner is based on the promo. So compose yourselves, get yourselves full into character. Steaky, you're up first.
Woo. Right. So you call yourself Eli Hunt. You call yourself Eli Fox, the Huntsman. If you change that that H for a C, I'll get my exact opinion of you.
Ooh. Is that it? Is that the promo?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, up.
I'm a man of few words. It's not like
Few words, straight to the point, cutting a little bit of blue in there as well for the mums and dads. Eli Fox, what is your rebuttal?
Good promo. If you want to steal it exactly from Stone Cold Steve Austin, not an original thought in that man's head or a pair of scissors for a trim by the looks of the dishevelled man. So understand, just as I done to the bald and Lex Luthor wannabe Luthor when I tossed him out, son, I'm still coming for you. You can run, you can't hide.
Decisions. You know, I'm liking this brooding, this methodical Eli Fox. I'm liking it, you know, straight talking, very Chris Jericho, No Country for Old Men either, you know, straight to the point, not raising the voice. Steaky, you know, I liked the conciseness. So my decision here is going to result in a victory for the Huntsman, Eli Fox. Eli, congratulations on winning first
Thank you,
ever
Kirk.
and quite possibly the last ever promo rumble. How does it feel to be the last man standing?
Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. And when we take this from a Zoom meeting back into the ring, no one's going to be left standing, Kirk. No one. Okay. Thanks for having me on.
No bother. I'm loving this. I'm loving this new stoic version of Eli Fox.
Are we still in character?
Well, you always in character, mate. Always.
You're attentive. I'll give you that. Thank you. Yes, Chief. Been working on the promos. Been working on everything. With the quite Triple H in the 2000s.
Yes, I was going to mention that. I'm surprised Luther didn't pick up on that when you were taking on his dome.
I was going to say he looks completely different. How's lockdown treating you?
It's not been too bad, mate. It's not been too bad. I just thought I'd bring the podcast back, get everybody chatting for the wee bit. I'm going to be doing some more episodes in a co-promotion with Scottish Wrestling Network, who have taken me on board with them.
Is that the new places you put in the tweet?
That is it. Yeah,
because I remember you saying about it, and I was like, I think that's the new. I'm not gonna say nothing like, but
that's it. So
I get the like in the retweet. I'm flat out with eBay stuff to do, and just I'm assuming we'll not be back till there's a vaccination of some sort. Or
it's looking like it's going to be a long time before we are back. But for this weekend, we can just revel in the glory of the.
I'm psyched, but you know what? Remember we were doing, me, Alan, you, and Rocky were doing the podcast where you were asking us questions about it. I like that. I really like that one. I don't like this declaring people for the Rumble. That sucks ass. Earn your way into it.
Well, that's how it should be. You know, it builds better stories as well, doing it that way.
Obviously, Legends coming back and surprise pops class, but it's like, you know, was it like Austin had to beat 3 men to get into the Rumble to get a spot? Like, you know, Triple H had to go through Angle and the winner get into the Rumble, and you're like, it's just, I'm declaring myself. Who gave you permission? You know what I mean? Like, but I'm looking forward. I'm psyched. I love the Rumble. I do love the Rumble.
Good. And your prize, if you're willing to accept the prize, Eli Fox, is you get to come on for next week's show and we can chat the fallout from the Royal Rumble. How's that sound for you?
Excellent.
Well, listen, congratulations again on your win, on your victory in the Promo Rumble. Have you got any final words before we go our separate ways this evening?
Thank you for having me on, Kirk. You're a fine host. The only host with the most that I trust. And like always, I'm the last man standing.
And on that bombshell, thank you very much for listening to the season premiere of Hitting the Headlines with me, the headline maker, Kirk Cooper. And enjoy the Rumble this weekend.